Hello, I'm Andre.
And I'm Andrea.
And we are doing Doctor Who. And we just watched the Sensorites. Yeah, the Sensorites was everybody's prediction for the story that would make you quit this project and never speak to me again.
Yeah, I've been really excited.
Yeah. So, did it live up to those expectations?
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I hate you pretty thoroughly right now. It's pretty bad.
The Sensorites might be the most boring thing I've ever watched. It moves extremely slowly, tells a threadbare story in 2.5 hours. Mostly with just really bad actors talking to each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, I mean, we start off in space, and I liked the first episode. I think the first episode is interesting, where they materialize on a spaceship, and there's dead people at the controls, and the dead people wake up, and they say, these mind-controlling aliens are coming to get us, and then the alien in the Sensorite on the window. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then from there...
Yeah, when he's in the window, he looks like an actual, like, frightening alien, and then we learn otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like we've seen aliens that are, like, really scary, and then there was no in-between. They went to these, like, total wussified, like, oh, loud noises hurt us. We can't see in the dark. They're afraid of the dark. And so it's just like this, and then it kind of made the story a little bit boring because you're not afraid of them at all. And they're like, we're going to take Susan. It's like, all we would have to do is turn on some bright lights, dude, and you'd be done. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, and then we get to the end and they throw in this whole new thing. And I'm like, what have I watched 5 episodes for if you were just going to throw in this whole new thing at the end? Yeah.
So the nature of the Sensorites is interesting to me. This is the third alien race that we've met with the Daleks, the Vord, and the Sensorites. And the fact that they're initially supposed to be scary in the first episode, and then you sort of find out that they're just kind of peaceful, and they're kind of just scared. They're terrified of other people, of humans coming in and taking all the resources of their planet, and they're acting out of fear the whole time. And that had they done it well, would have been sort of interesting.
Would have been okay.
Yeah. I remember when the Sensorites first appeared, you were oh my god, just looking at them.
Oh my god!
With the tracksuits
and
the
their
plates.
Tracksuits and their plates on their feet. They're like... Oh god, yeah.
So, it was hard to take
And then I was like... I'm like, oh, so the only way to tell them apart is by their sashes. And I had no idea that that was going to be a plot line at all. And I'm like, how brilliant. Like, I was making fun of it, and then it was actually a plot line.
That's the story.
That's the whole frickin' story.
Right, exactly.
Whoa.
My favorite line in the Sensorites is when the city administrator says, I never thought of that, about taking other pills. Really? You
I'm like,
never
really? Because
thought
I
of that?
thought about it at the second episode, buddy.
Yeah. So, what you were just saying about the ending, though, where... it's essentially, I mean, it could have been a really good story.
Right.
You've got the humans that crash landed initially, and they're in the aqueduct.
We had no idea for the first 5 episodes that they were there.
Right, and there's a war going on, and we had no idea.
No clue about...
We probably should have watched that story. That would have been a lot more interesting.
Yes, just that one. Skip the rest of them.
Right.
Yeah. There's lots of holes in this story, too. Like, when the Sensorite first comes and, like, takes out their key thing, and then, like, literally 10 minutes later, they hear this sound, and they're like, oh, we hear that sound every time the Sensorites are on their way. And I'm like, what about the first time when he came and he took the lock? There, you know what I mean? Like, there's just all these, like...
They had to travel through space to get to the spaceship, and the guy was already there taking... I don't understand that.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah, and then there's no real comeuppance, like you said, for the city administrator.
No, he doesn't. I mean, there was no scene where they even like play out him. I was waiting the whole time for him to get busted. That was like the only interesting thing, is like the bad guy like getting what's coming to him, and that never happens. They throw in this whole new story at the end. And they kidnap the blonde chick, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about what's her name?
Carol.
Carol.
Nobody cares.
Sorry, Carol.
Yeah.
We don't care.
She's kidnapped in the last 5 seconds of an episode called Kidnap. So that's the most interesting thing that happens.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The thing that really disappointed me about this story, as you can see, Andrew needed to get just a little bit tipsy to watch the Sensorites. Yeah. The thing that really disappointed me about this story is that it starts off as though it's going to be a really good story for Susan. She's the linchpin in the beginning.
Yeah.
We find out that Susan's got telepathic powers, and the Sensorites communicate through her.
Yeah.
Like, finally, Susan's useful. She's going to be really important. And then in episode 2, the doctor yells at her.
So bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
Just yell, "You will know your place, Susan." And then she does.
She just punch him in the face again.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she does, though. She just retires and becomes this.
Okay.
"I'm sorry, grandfather," and then she's just this poor little kid for the rest. She doesn't do anything for the rest of the story.
She actually like makes her own decision. She's like, "No, I'm going to go with them." Like they had talked to her and her only, and she was kind of figuring out a way to solve all of this on her own. And she's like, "I'm going," and he's like, "Come back, know your place, woman." And that's like it. That's it. Then she's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Everybody predicted that this would be the one that you decide, "I'm done with this project and I'm exiting."
Yeah.
So, are you still on board?
Oh no, I'm totally deuces, y'all. I'm out. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I'm still on board. I've made a commitment. I'm committed. So I don't know. It's gonna take us 4 years. So I don't know what's gonna come up in 4 years. But no, I'm committed. But this was bad. I mean, I had to drink my way through the last half of it, which is saying a lot. So it was bad. It gets better.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, much. It also gets worse, but yes, it gets much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you that these were the worst 6 episodes of Doctor Who, but they're not.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Next week we get to do the French Revolution. We're gonna do the Reign of Terror.
Everything is of terror.
Everything is of terror.
Of death.
Of terror of death.
Of terror of death. The death of terror. The terror of death. Okay, I'm done.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you later.